Greetings, intuitive, intense, focused Scorpio. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader, and now I'm going to do the April 2021 forecast, tarot and astrology forecast for the sign of Scorpio. And I'm going to do a tarot reading and talk about broad strokes of some of the planetary transits that are going on. And I encourage you to follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole. Because there I do more like detailed readings as the month. It's been a busy morning as the month is unfolding. So Scorpio, we really see, I immediately see as I flip over the cards that you enter the month in a completion space. We see you have two tens right off the bat, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Cups, this is you at the beginning of the month. Fulfillment, happiness, joy, the full picture, family, all of it. Cups correspond to the element of water, so they have to do with the realm of emotion and love and relationships. And then you were covered right away by the Ten of Swords, which is a completion of some kind or an ending of some kind. And so you have both, two tens right off the bat. And that's tens are the highest number in the major arcana. So they mark completion, but completion is also new beginnings, right? Because it's all cycles of life. And you're crossed by the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. So things are looking good. You do have the Devil as the basis. Now, this has to do with being in a situation of bondage of some kind. And this card really looks prominent around the 10th through the 12th of the month. And that actually is around the time of the new moon of Aries. The new moon of Aries is April 11th. And, new moons are incredibly rich and fertile cosmic soil to plant the seeds of intention that you want to manifest. And if you are in a situation of bondage, write your intentions of what is your ideal? What is the dream for that situation? Because at this new moon of Aries, it's a really great time to make a new start. Aries is all about the beginning. It's the beginning of the zodiac. It's the beginning of the astrological new year. And so this Aries new moon is really a great reset button. And so if you are a situation of bondage, it can be a relationship, it can be a job, it can be a living situation. It can be our own character defects that keep us in bondage, that we're sick of, And so it's just like identifying what it is and getting clarity around the vision of what is the ideal. And what's leaving is the Knight of Cups. So this is a male romantic figure. What could come into being is, and he could also be a creative figure if not romantic. What could come into being is strength, that you look very strong around mid-month. This is also around the time Venus moves into Taurus on April 14th. And when Venus moves into Taurus, it's moving into your house of relationships, and it is exalted, or not exalted, it's in its domicile in Taurus. So Venus is very strong, and she's very able to do Venusian things very easily when she's in her home sign. And so Venus is very sensual, she's beautiful, it's all about art and beauty and culture and attraction. And so for Scorpio, this looks like it will be a very sexy time around this period for you. So what will come into being? The Five of Cups reversed. So the Five of Cups reversed is getting over a disappointment, It's like reckoning with the past, being in acceptance of what is, and turning around in gratitude and moving forward with the full cups. Although there are disappointments, there's still something salvageable about the situation. if you choose to focus on that rather than, you know, the spilled milk. And fears and insecurities. So this is showing up, this is the Ace of Swords reversed, and it is like about like a new idea, basically. And maybe this new idea is having trouble taking form. Maybe there's delays, maybe there's postponements or other reasons. Maybe someone's not sharing the new idea yet. But for some reason, a new idea is it's having trouble emerging or taking its form, getting past its starting phase, you know, or getting past just the idea phase, you know. We really see this prominently for you around the 19th through the 21st, although it's kind of something that's on the table, I guess, for the entire month, maybe, that you're dealing with. What I will say is on the 19th, Mercury enters Taurus and the Sun enters Taurus. So the Taurus house, that 7th house of marriage and relationships, becomes very active for you in April. And so I think that there will be, you know, a lot of good resolution in that area for you. And the 7th house, it's marriage. If you're not married, it's any committed relationship. It can be like long-term business partnerships or creative collaborations. Sometimes it even shows up for like lawsuits or quarrels or things like that. Others see you as working hard and making money. And this is also around the time of Mars entering Cancer. And when Mars enters Cancer, it is entering your 9th house. And so the 9th house, I feel like there could be some kind of, this sounds so weird, but are you going to be working, going somewhere on the water or around the ocean or overseas perhaps? And your positive feelings of the situation, 8 of Wands reversed. So this is about slowing down towards the end of the month, taking a few things off of your to-do list, perhaps lightening your load, maybe just taking a pause for a moment. And that's around the full moon of Scorpio. So that's your full moon. Full moons bring illumination, they bring culmination. For you, that's in the 1st house, the most personal house of the zodiac. It's the house of self, it's the house of the body. This is a very important full moon for you to just like, you know, meditate and eat healthy food and take care of yourself. The full moon is on exact at the 26th of April. You know, and yeah, self-care is in order, and the outcome, Page of Pentacles. So for those of you who have children, this looks like there is something good happening at the end of the month related to your child with their school. If you have older children, maybe it's your child and their work or their finances. But if you don't have children, then this represents a new business opportunity or financial opportunity for you at the end of the month. And it can be both, you know, if you have kids and you're doing business, it could also manifest on both levels. And by the way, this is also around the time when Pluto is going retrograde, April 27th. And we've been in this thing where all the planets have been going forward, and Pluto is going to be the first one to go backwards, April 27th. And so when Pluto goes, that's going to be in Capricorn. That's in your 3rd house. That's the house of communication. It's the house of the siblings. For those who have children, your child's school could be in there, your neighbors, your neighborhood, you know, your daily beehive. And so the Pluto retrograde, Pluto can bring up, some kinds of transformations. It can bring up things that are coming from the depths to the surface. It can bring up money issues, dealing with power dynamics even. Sometimes it has to dealing with underworld types of people or situations. So all of that can happen with Pluto. So yeah, that is the end of the month. And yeah, if you like this video, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a don't like. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please share this video with other Scorpios you know. Please follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole. And please contact me for your own personal birth chart or transit or tarot reading. I read on Zoom, so I can read for people anywhere in the world. And I love doing it. And I think it is such a wonderful kind of like just enlightening tool for self-awareness and self-discovery and navigating the path of life in a graceful and magical way. So have a wonderful April, Scorpio, and thank you so much for joining me.